Happy birthday, everyone, and welcome to the Happy Birthday Podcast with your hosts, Jaki and Dan, the #1 podcast on ApplePodcast.com, dedicated to the birthdays you know and love. So without further ado, take it away, Dan.
Go shawty, it's your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
I'm wishing you the happiest birthday.
Happy birthday. This is big. It's your birthday.
Happy birthday. Good morning and welcome back to the Happy Birthday Podcast. My name is producer Paul. It's good to see everybody again. Dan, nice to see your smiling face. Jackie, how have you been?
Gracias.
How was your weekend? How was
So
your 4th of
good.
July?
Not
Thank
so
you.
good,
4th of
but
July was
pretty
okay. I kind of lit my house on fire throwing some of those poppers at the floor in the basement, but I actually had a pretty good time. I did go to Red Lobster this week. We're going to talk about that later. Jackie, how was your 4th of July?
Are you guys both talking in fast forward, or am I having a stroke?
We're going to see sending Jackie to the hospital. Before we get to that, we are going to guess which celebrities have a birthday today or which ones don't have a birthday today.
Whoa, before we get into all that, Dan, hold your horses.
Roll, bud.
Hey, I'm a horse. I can hate you, bet. And there's never been a better time to hold your horses than at the Marquette County UP State Fair coming up sometime in August. There will be a horse holding competition. See if you
But
can grab
that's
hold
enough
of
of
them.
that for now because today is your birthday.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday, everyone. Happy birthday,
Oh my
Dan. Happy
God.
birthday, Jackie. And happy birthday
Yes,
to
I
me,
am
too. It's
23
great to
years
be
old
back.
Today. I'm not here to defend Charles Manson. And yet I did.
Right.
Listen to the episode. That's exactly what I did. Because not such a bad guy. He never got his hands dirty, okay? We don't blame Barack Obama for killing all those Iraqi weddings. We don't blame Charles Manson for killing Sharon Tate. It was the Beatles. And this is a new Beatles song. They've used AI to isolate George Harrison's bell. And now,
Oh, man.
excuse me, service,
Yeah.
customer service, please. Guys, I will tell you about my visit to Red Lobster this week, but I might save that for the patrons because there's some interesting stuff.
Oh. There we go.
Oh.
I did not go to Red Lobster. I did go somewhere that had seafood. It was my friend's backyard.
Yeah.
They put it on the grill, and it wasn't...
Oh, let me guess. You
I-
saw it and you ate it.
I didn't eat it because the grill went out.
Oh.
And so there's just like medium room temperature crab legs. And I was like, I gotta go.
Oh. That's from the Danger Zone. Keep them crabs in the ocean. Keep them crabs nice and wet. Keep them crabs in the ocean.
Tell them to bring
Dan,
the whole
what did you get?
ocean out.
What did you
At
get,
Red
Dan?
Lobster, we got the endless shrimp. We tried to get only 2 portions. Our server, a young man named Ramsey, he would not let us get just 2 plates. He said you have to get 1 more. You're not leaving here without an order of Walt's favorite shrimp. Oh, shit. Oh, it's my phone. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, it's Jackie. She's texting me. She said, which celebrity has a birthday today, bitch? Whoa.
Don't read my text out loud.
Then she just texted, don't read my texts out loud. And they're coming in green, even though she has an iPhone. What's up with that?
I'm in a yurt.
Hey, Jackie?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a good night's sleep yesterday?
No, I had a bad dream.
Oh. Do you want to talk
Oh,
about
what?
it or no?
Mm-mm.
You know what would be a real nightmare? If you knew that today was the birthday of someone really famous and you could not guess who it was. Right?
That'd be horrible.
I forgot to say right at the end of that.
That'd be horrible, and I would like to guess because I don't even want to think about that. I don't want to think about a world where I can't guess whose birthday it
what's
is.
going on. Did you see Mitch McConnell
Yeah.
today, by the way?
He fell over. The aliens got him.
He was in the middle. He was talking, and then all of a sudden just went like...
It's just a Hypnotoad advertisement for the next upcoming season of Futurama.
Yeah, it was cool, though.
Who's got a birthday? Who's got a birthday? Birthday.
I'm gonna say today is the birthday of Jolly Good Fellow
I want to know how they got that tone.
President Franklin Pierce.
Jackie, you're looking at your list of presidents, aren't
I'm
you?
I'm not looking.
I saw you
just
looking
know.
down. We're looking down.
I keep it up. I keep it
Right,
up
you
over
keep
there.
it up. Well, I wish I could say the same. No pun intended, listeners. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Well, we're in the presidential birthday corner here. I did see Oppenheimer over the weekend.
Oh, how'd you like it?
I liked it, but one thing I did notice is it was a little more crude than I expected. I know it had an R rating, but they kept referring to the president as hairy-ass Truman. And I was like, I don't even know that guy's real name. And he looked kind of bald, if you ask me. So
Sometimes bald guys have a lot of body hair, though. But
That's actually very true.
And then the one time where you actually hear him talk, he gets up in front of the microphone and goes,
maybe the actor wasn't comfortable with dialogue. Got a lot of... Or maybe they filmed that after the strike, so he couldn't do his dialogue.
they had to cut it and
You
just
have to mime
replace it
around.
with... We have this new
We've
instrument
reached a
that will actually
compromise.
talk
We
for us.
can act, but no dialogue. That is so fucking rude. Is it rude for me to tell you, no, it's not Franklin Pierce's birthday, Jackie?
I'm sorry.
Did you have the day off because it's Franklin Pierce Day?
I did have the day off today, actually.
Okay, well then I'm sorry, but
Wait, is today a day?
I went down to the GKC movie theater and I tried to see The Sound of Freedom, and they said, okay, hold on one second. And they pulled a lever and a trap door opened from underneath me, and I fell and broke my neck. Jackie, you're kind of on the right track, except you don't know this part.
Am I?
And this is the birthday of two
Who tickled me piss?
famous Jolly Good Fellows who are and were the best in the biz. Both of them no longer with us. Both of them involved in the music world. You definitely know. No, but who are some of the great music twins that have been over the years?
The
Cuckold
Sklar
twins.
brothers, Zeppo and Zingo Marks.
Yeah, the Two Girls, One Cup girls. But these guys didn't even live on the planet at the same time. Though one of them would probably say something about how we all kind of exist and time isn't even real, or some kind of cosmic thing like that. He would say that. The other guy,
Carl Jung type of a guy.
oh, Carl old these days, but he also passed
Okay.
away in the 1990s, and the band
Oh,
he was
same.
in has never
Or
been quite
opposite.
the same. And
Is it
the
a
other-
band?
well, the one guy's from a band. The other guy is a composer from the 1800s. Don't remember
I
exactly when
got
he
you.
was born. But the other guy, I don't think you're going to know exactly who it is. You might. I really don't know. But he wrote a song that you definitely know. A song that I
Okay.
would never see you taking a knee when it was playing. Who am I talking about, Jackie?
I don't fucking know. Steven Tyler?
No. I
Do
know
these
that
two guys have the same name too?
They're very
just the
different.
same
No. And one of them is like a name of a guy that would just be some guy, and the other one is a three-namer and kind of an aptronym because his last name is a musical term. Who are we talking about? Jackie Lambert.
He has a 3-name name,
Yeah.
and the last name is a musical term.
Oh yeah.
This is the older guy?
Yeah. Born on this day and
Big Charlie Harp.
no, it's not that kind of guy. This is like a colonial page boy. Born on this day, 1779. Okay, he was born in Terra Rubra.
Oh, sure. I'm familiar with that place.
Yeah, and
Rub.
and Jackie, let's get down to brass tacks.
Okay.
He shares a first name with a girl you went to school with who carried her textbooks on her head.
Oh, God. You guys always bring her up, and I don't know who you're talking about.
We're the one that told me about her.
I didn't.
Yeah, you
you're
did.
obsessed with her.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know.
as obsessed with her as I am with Zach Gack.
Is it Sarah? Is her name Sarah?
No.
Emily?
He
I don't
shares a
remember her
middle name with a cheap type of toilet tissue that I recently bought without thinking about it. And we've all heard.
Oh,
well, I have a
you're
joke
talking
about
Scott.
that. Yeah. And I actually was thinking, I forgot to say this earlier today to my wife was we've all heard about Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Welcome to Scott Tissue versus my ass.
Nice.
Yeah. So who were we talking about, Jackie?
I don't fucking know.
It's okay.
Blank Scott blank.
Yeah.
F.
Yep. Starts
Scott.
with F. But it's a different F.
Franklin.
A little fancier.
Francie. Francis.
Scott.
Scott Bacon.
One syllable.
Sax.
Let's say, oh, this song's in A flat, but I can't play bar chords because I don't like to play them. I need to use a capo. I'm trying to change the
Tone.
Francis tone.
Change the key.
Francis Scott Key.
I've heard of that guy.
Jackie, have you heard of the Grateful Dead?
Yes.
Name all the members over the years.
Jerry Garcia.
Okay.
Steve Asplund.
Yeah. Yes, correct. He's in Dead and Company.
And
People wondered why he left TV6.
Lee Harvey.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
I think that was the original trio.
Okay. Well, you're kind of a purist then. Mm-hmm. Jackie? Yes. Francis Scott Key, you might know from composing a famous little song that
Did he do Cats, or which one did he do?
It was Francis Lloyd Webber. We're talking Francis Scott Key. Cats was written like a year ago. He wrote our national anthem, Jackie.
Oh, sure.
That's the song he wrote was called Star Spangled Banner. Yeah. There it is. Here comes the country. And Jacqueline, think about it. So Jerry Garcia, kind of a weird, it's not my style of music. I love rock, but that's a little over my head. Mm-hmm. Right? But the national anthem,
Yeah.
wouldn't change a note. What?
They didn't.
Well, I don't know. Are you asking if they performed the national
Yeah.
anthem? I would. That would
rock.
That would be interesting. Let's think about that.
They'd be like, peace and love, peace and love.
Yeah. I wonder. Let's daydream and see if we can.
And now, may we direct your attention to in front of the pitcher's mound to honor America in the singing of our national anthem. Jerry Garcia, Bob Weir, Vince Welnick, San Francisco's own.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Dead.
Could have called that guy Bob Weird.
Yeah, some of the stuff he played. All right.
That's literally crazy.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what's so proud?
I'm sorry to do this. That's usually my favorite song.
Yeah.
Usually love that song. That version wasn't really doing it for me. But Jackie, that is so fucking rude. I know. I'm saying it wasn't bad. It was lacking energy. And this is like this is a morning radio show, Jackie.
I bet I know what you like. You like the Jessica Simpson. You like the Jessica Simpson
version. Well, I do for different reasons. But
all right.
We're still gonna listen to today's JGFJG sing FSK's famous song, but let's just say that DJ Dan is in the booth and we're doing the remix.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Food poisoning sucks.
How do you spell that?
cum. Pasty full of cum.
Oh my God.
Jerry Garcia.
Mumps, bumps, and lumps. Mumps, bumps, and lumps. Mumps, bumps, and lumps. Mumps, bumps, and lumps.
Go fuck yourself.
Big bags of soap. Big bags of soap. Big bags of soap. Big bags.
Jerry Garcia.
Mumps, bumps, and lumps. Mumps, bumps, and lumps.
Jerry Garcia.
Mumps, bumps, and lumps.
Jerry Garcia.
Mumps, bumps, and lumps. Mumps, bumps, and lumps.
Jerry Garcia. Jerry Garcia.
Down in Chicago, where one of the students actually demanded that they put a litter box in the classroom because he identified as a Kit Kat.
Damn. That's the new anthem, hey?
I hope you all stood on your heads with your hand on your heart and listened and saluted the new national anthem.
The psycho.
My heart is racing.
All right.
It's wild.
Yep.
Well,
That's
happy
all I got.
birthday, Francis Scott. Happy birthday, Francis. The girl from school. Happy birthday, Jerry Garcia. This is
Jerry
wild.
Garcia. Jerry
Jerry
Garcia.
Garcia. Let's take a break so we can pause and you can email me that file because I want to put that on my iPod.
Hey, if you're a deadhead, you don't need me to tell you that the Grateful Dead have been blowing minds for over 5 decades, with a fanatical family of fans that has been taping and trading every one of their thousands of concerts. But if you're a true deadhead, why not put the dead in your head with the new Deadhead Head microchip implant? This minimally invasive brain surgery procedure drops a permanent link to Jerry and the gang straight into your auditory cortex, radiating ripples of live dead recordings into your head 24 hours a day. And the best part of the Deadhead head chip is there's no way to control it. No more worrying about which Dick's Picks volume is the perfect match for your set and setting. The chip does the work for you, constantly shuffling through a database of every live dead recording in the known world. Maybe one day you wake up to the sounds of Mississippi Half-Step Uptown Toodaloo from August 1st, 1973 at Roosevelt Stadium, Jersey City, New Jersey. Once 420 rolls around, maybe your brain is trucked into the May 21st, 1992 Cal Expo Amphitheater in San Francisco, California version of Me and My Uncle. Finally, you lay your weary head down at the end of the night to the tune of the November 9th, 1979 War Memorial Auditorium in Buffalo, New York rendition of Wharf Rat. So what are you waiting for? The Sirius XM Grateful Dead station to implant a microchip into your brain? They're not gonna do it, man, so log on to deadheadhead.chip today, and when you use promo code BOBWEIRD at checkout, you'll get a bonus mini chip injected into your veins that adds occasional Jerry Garcia band songs to your perpetual internal playlist. And we're back! You're stupid.
Well, I know one thing you don't know. You tell me I'm stupid, guess what? You don't know whose birthday it is today.
I know that it's Jerry Garcia's birthday
Okay,
in heaven.
well.
Oh, he's not in heaven, actually. I'm sorry.
Garcia.
Jaki, okay, all right. Maybe I'll be the stupid one for once around here and guess that today is the birthday of Dr. Phil.
Ron.
It's not Dr. Phil's birthday. It is actually a different man, though.
nuts. Another
It is a different
guy.
man,
All
though.
right. The
And if
air
you
is
want to
electric with
talk
male energy.
about some birth day, serendipity. Your
Yeah.
jolly good fellow and my jolly good fellow, they knew each other.
All right. Well, I'm trying to think of some of the personal relationships that Francis Scott Key might have had. No, come
No.
on. Bone and chain. This
No.
guy knew Jerry
I'm
Garcia?
talking Jerry Garcia. Jerry Garcia.
Yeah, okay. Jerry Garcia. It was Jerry Garcia, Bob Weir, and this guy Vince Welnick. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
I didn't know who this was. This guy was associated with all those guys, though. They all knew him. They all knew this guy.
Is he a member of the Grateful Dead?
He is not a member of the band, but he was a member of the crew.
Oh, is it Robert Hunter?
He's not Robert Hunter, but this guy's middle name is Robert. I'll tell you that right now.
Jesus Christ, really? You're just going to come out and tell me that, huh?
I will tell you that this guy's middle name is Robert. His first name is very cool. His last name is also very cool. This guy was one of the managers of the rock band The Grateful Dead.
You're telling me that band had managers?
This guy was one of them. From 1965 to 1985.
Oh, he left during the Brent Midland era? Mm-hmm. So is his other names, are they like wacky, psychedelic, trippy names? I didn't know we were doing a whole Grateful Dead special today. That's pretty cool.
I didn't know either. No one told me. It's pretty cool, but his first name and his last name, from what I understand, are his birth names. Yet they're wacky, yet they're goofy, yet they're psychedelic.
Okay. Long John Robert Tripp. How close was that? You're stupid. Okay.
Wrong.
All right. Horatio Elmer. Okay. What's Elmer Aho doing these days?
He's dead. He's in hell.
I don't know what to give me. Put an image in my head.
Imagine this.
Okay.
This guy's first name is so apt for the genre that he managed.
Jam Robert Rock?
Close. His last name is like an X-Files character.
I've never seen the X-Files. I don't even know
Really?
what that is. I haven't actually watched it that much. I've barely.
His first name is like a really cool genre that like covers a lot of stuff. It covers the jackets. It covers the bell bottoms. It covers the bass. It covers the
Baroque.
Baroque bell bottoms.
Baroque Robert.
I go to Walmart. I'm like, I'm looking for
X-Files.
some Baroque jeans.
All right, tell me a genre.
X-Files, Mulder and Scully.
Scully is it. Give me the first name. You got the middle and
I
the
was hoping that
last.
would be his last name.
No, I'm saying
Scully.
it's not.
You are. Okay, well, that's your opinion. That's the beauty of America, is we can all have these different opinions.
Okay.
Baroque Robert, no, psychedelic. What is like a real name that describes
It's just
fringe,
one syllable.
hip,
It's just a very broad genre.
blues,
Broader.
pop,
Broader.
okay,
Harder.
rock,
Music.
Rock!
Well, I already said
Robert
that.
Scully! I punched my mic
Robert Scully.
again. Rock Robert Scully!
Try that one more time, just for safety. Yeah.
Rock Robert
Skull
Scully.
Rockin' Robert. Oh my
Yes.
Lord.
He was rockin' Robert.
Yeah.
He was Rock Scully. That's what
The
they call
Garbage
him.
Man wrote that song about him.
Sing it.
Sing the song, Paul.
Rock and roll, rockin' Robert. Rock and roll, rockin' Robert. Rock and roll, rockin' Robert. You're rockin' and roll, rockin' Robert. Don't you so
Rock
There you
Scully
go.
was one of the managers of the rock band The Grateful Dead from 1965 to 1985.
Crazy. I feel like I'm on drug.
Although
Wait, so he was also Bob Rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's a different guy. He does the same job.
Yes, different guy.
2 Bob Rocks, both rock managers.
Well, he was Rock Scully. But although
You're
he
like
developed...
two ice cream men named
You'll have an opportunity for that, I
the Cone
promise.
twins.
Although he developed an opiate addiction alongside several others in the Grateful Dead social network in the late 1970s, Scully was employed by the group in various capacities until 1984 when he was fired from the group, in part for enabling Jerry Garcia's cocaine and heroin addictions. This guy got fired from the Grateful Dead for doing drugs. That's like getting fired from the Joe Rogan podcast for boofing HGH. Hold on, let me try a different one.
Okay.
This guy got fired from the Grateful Dead for doing drugs. That's like getting fired from the circus for clowning. This guy got fired from the Grateful Dead for doing drugs. That's like getting fired from the dentist for having braces. This guy got fired from the Grateful Dead for doing drugs. That's like getting fired from the gym for having a dumpy. This guy got fired from the Grateful Dead for doing drugs. That's like getting fired from the glue factory for riding horses. This guy got fired from the Grateful Dead for doing drugs. That's like getting fired from the Happy Birthday podcast for having diarrhea. This guy got fired from the Grateful Dead for doing drugs. That's like getting fired from the White House for shitting your pants. I got a couple more. This guy got fired from the Grateful Dead for doing drugs. That's like getting fired from a canon when you're an alternative journalist trapped in a corporeal state somewhere between life and death.
This guy got fired by the Grateful Dead for doing... I don't remember what I was going to say.
This guy got fired from the Grateful Dead for doing drugs. That's like getting fired from Warped Tour for grooming 16-year-olds.
Fuck, I just had one.
This guy got fired from the Grateful Dead for doing drugs. That's like getting fired from...
This guy got
Dan,
fired
do you have any?
from the Grateful Dead for doing drugs. That's like being fired from being a lawyer for having a briefcase.
Anyway, Scully died of lung cancer on September
It's like
16th,
getting fired from the
2014.
Westwood Mall for... Well...
It's like getting fired by the conductor for using the porter potty.
Keep going. Give me some more.
It's like...
Wait, listeners, let's just all be silent for 15 seconds. Listeners, you do one right now out loud. No, you don't have what it takes. Leave it to the pros.
Scully died of lung cancer on December 16th, 2014 in Monterey, California. There, he spent his final years serving as caregiver to his ailing mother following the death of his second wife, Frankie, while also participating in local civic life after regaining his sobriety. In a series of tweets, Grateful Dead lyricist John Perry Barlow eulogized his friend, culminating in the following observation: "Though occasionally fraudulent, you are always the real thing." Happy birthday, Rock Scully.
All right. Happy birthday, Skullball. And I did not know that was the manager of the Grateful Dead. I consider myself something of a rock scholar. Yes, I introduce myself to people as a rock scholar. That's actually how me and Paul met. And I also consider myself a curator of jokes. And those were some of the finest 1 or 2 liners I've ever heard.
Thank
and
you
I
so
cannot stop
much.
thinking about them, and I think that getting fired from the Grateful Dead for doing
It's a fluid
drugs...
choice.
Okay.
It's
We'll
like
be right
getting fired from the pasty shop for following women home.
feel like there's a story there.
It's a little story. The Rock Scully Memorial Spectacle Showdown and Supernatural Sciences Center would like to invite you to the historical haunted Gossard building in downtown Ishpeming, August 5th, for the Spectacle Showdown. We're going to have a lot of supernatural visitors that night, so don't be spooked, but come on down. A couple of our spooky local musicians are going to be out there doing jams, doing tunes. We're going to be doing a raffle for the Ishbrimning skate park. We're trying to build ramps for the kids. And we're going to have a couple guest speakers come give a few talks about some supernatural beings that have been spotted in the historic Gossard building. So come on down around 7 o'clock, enter the raffle, get yourself a chance to win an autographed photo of one of the specters, autographed by the ghost himself. Scott Stewart's going to be there talking about how local wildlife can be affected by the apparitions. And we're going to be doing a bait contest as well. So we'll see you then, Saturday night at the Gossard building. Okay.
Thank you for
Jebidiah,
joining us.
welcome back.
Oh. I was going to play the Welcome Back song.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and do that.
Go on.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We don't have to use that song. That wasn't good. I understand that.
I like it.
I like that. I do want to use it, and we are using it, and we'll use it from now on.
Embarrassed, though.
Come on.
It's really good.
Jebidiah, what did you think?
I thought it was great. I think there's a lot there.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell it's not like a finished product yet, but
No,
I like the progression. Like, and then, but it's like, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and then I was thinking I could do something in there that was like, this wouldn't be guitar necessarily, but it'd be kind of like a...
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's music to my ears.
I don't know if that's a creative direction that you're willing to go
I see the
with
vision.
me. You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm going to step aside, and I'm going to let my boss, my literal boss, Josh Limata, take over the steering wheel and drive the podcast for about 10 to 15 minutes.
I'm the
but I will be
driver of the bus.
interjecting periodically when I think I have a good idea or just some stuff I want to play on the guitar or the harmonic.
Okay.
All right.
Jebidiah, we just threw a lot at you. Let's slow things down here. Why don't you just say hello, who you are, how old you are, and your address.
All right. My name is Sinful Jebidiah. These guys know me. They remember me from last time or whatever. And then I'm 19. I like music. I like making music. I like listening to music. And I live at 500 Pioneer Road. It's a trailer park.
Yep.
It's like there's a room. It's nice. It's
really, dude.
I don't want to be exposing too much of your personal information here, but I'm seeing you on a Zoom screen. I see you got a ceiling fan in the room, so you must be doing pretty all right for yourself. That's all I can say.
You want me to turn it on?
No.
Please don't turn it on.
Destroy the recording equipment.
We can't. Yeah, we just can't. We've had an incident before where a ceiling fan got turned on, and it wasn't so much a noise issue, but it just causes a distraction every time I look at Dan for him to chime in, and he's watching that thing.
Yeah,
that's why
spinning around the whole time.
And once we lose him, we're not getting him back. So,
no.
Anyways, Jebidiah, it's great to have you back on here. I know you said you love music specifically. I know you love rap music. Is that true or is that false?
It's one of the main things I do. I make hip hop beats. Yeah, so it's like lo-fi. Like you could study to this, but you could also just chill to it. The type of shit I do.
I've heard some of it on Spotify, and it's pretty cool.
He fucks with it.
I didn't say that. I didn't say I fuck with it. I enjoy it. This is the first song I heard was good, but then the next one I played was this, and it's a little different.
Yeah.
Which that's not even so much a song, but
well, what else? I haven't heard the whole album yet. Is there anything else on there?
Yeah, there's some others. This is on there.
Christmas record.
No, it's just the bells.
Oh, okay.
But it's good. I mean, it's good. It's good. sorry. That's my personal music,
see,
but it's good. I do enjoy
You
it.
can't rope all my shit into like the hip hop sort of thing. I kind of lately on the most recent album, I've kind of broadened my horizons, and I'm doing all sorts of stuff.
All right. Well, I guess I was going to save this for later, but let's just address the horse in the room, just Sinful Jebidiah. You got some new music that was just been released to the internet pretty recently. Is that right?
That's true.
Did I or did I not listen to some of it before we started recording? This is the first question. This is because $10,000 in your pocket if you get this right.
I'm going to say you didn't.
That would be a fair guess. Someone I know puts out music. I like the post about it. I usually don't fucking listen to that. I'm too busy listening to... Yeah, you know how it is.
Well, this is just what I saw on Spotify.
No, well, don't do that when I'm trying to talk. I did. You just lost your chance at $10,000, but I'm happy because that's $10,000 more dollars for me from Jackie's pocket. But I genuinely listened to about 2 or 3 of the songs, and I have to say, I was enjoying what I was hearing. It was cool. It sounded good. Now, we know I'm usually more of a blues rock guy, right? Real music. And don't get me wrong. Afterwards, I turned it off and cleansed the palate with a little Aerosmith, but Jackie's not going to listen to it. She only listens to, like, ethereal fairy music. Like,
I like to do a palate cleanse with some lo-fi, chill hip-hop beats. So I'll put it on.
Well, Jebidiah, you'll be happy to know that I've kind of tailor-made something to your pop music preferences here. Little guessing game. I'm going to try to get you to guess the guy who died on this day, which is August 1st, the 1st of October. This guy died on this day in 83 to, well, sometime between 83 and 30 BC. But
that's before calendars, I think is what that stands for.
Yes, correct. You are, Dan, and but the thing about it is this guy's name is the same as a pop singer.
Bruh.
So,
bruh.
So listen, this was a Roman politician and general. He committed suicide after he is defeated by Octavian at the Battle of Actium.
He needs some
Listeners, Jackie. No, it was good. I did want to say, if you have friends out there who have just been defeated in a battle by Octavian, reach out. They might need to, some support.
Who is it?
What are you guys doing?
We're trying to get you some money, bro. Listen, I ask the questions. You get it right. I send you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. But I'm struggling because here I think, look, I got a guy. This is a pop music guy. Listen, I'll just give it to you. It's Mark Anthony. Right? I bet you didn't even know there was a Roman general named Mark Anthony.
I don't even know who Mark Anthony is outside of Romania or whoever that.
No, see, this is where the generation gap gets awkward. We all grew up in the Latin explosion of 2000. You had Jennifer Lopez.
Anthony and J-Lo.
Yes.
Music. I thought she
did kind of a she bangs. Yeah. Oh, baby.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? That cut out for a second, Jebidiah.
I just thought she was George Lopez's wife. I didn't know.
Right. Well, if all you know about her is from the George Lopez show, that's all she does on this show. But she would sing songs every now and then off camera.
That's cool.
Yeah, but
I just haven't been able to guess anything you guys throw at me.
Well, you got to put on some chill lo-fi beats to study to next time, and then maybe you'll know this next question. And this next one is for $500,000.
It is.
I'm sorry, 500,000 Marquette Food Fest tokens. I'm sorry.
Well, that's just as good.
These are from
you
last
guys got any
year,
good ones?
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Jackie, do you have something pulled up? I don't, because I thought this was not my segment, but I guess we're learning as we go.
It's also not my segment, but let me see what I've got.
We're still kind of learning how to do this whole birthday.
I've got a rap guy. We can do.
There you go.
Okay, let
Ooh,
me
I got
pull up
one,
his
too.
Wikipedia.
This guy died in 2000. His name's Hugh Hood. He's not a rapper. He's a figure skater, but it's kind of a cool name.
Okay, well, let's talk about a birthday. Let's move away from deaths. Let's talk about births.
Hell yeah.
This is a rapper. He was born on this day in 1960. He was the leader and frontman of the hip-hop group Public Enemy. Who am I talking about?
Flava Flav.
Nope, sorry. The other one.
The other the guy with the other hat. He's like
different hat.
Hat guy.
Yeah.
Think about
the fourth letter of the alphabet.
Dan.
Thank you.
Dan Daniels. Oh wait, no.
You're confused. I was in a Public Enemy tribute band. That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
But I didn't wear a clock or anything silly like that. I played rock guitar in the band.
Yeah, I don't really, my knowledge of like all that silly music isn't really, I know more, I'm a classical guy.
Sorry, the answer I'm looking for is Chuck D. Chuck D.
Oh.
Right. Yeah.
I wonder if the D did stand for Dan. Maybe he was a Chuck Dan.
Chuck Dan, that
Could
does
have been.
happen. You might as well chuck D's right answers out the window because we are down to negative 500,000 Food Fest tokens and prize winnings today. But there is a chance to turn it all around. I do have some extra birthdays I could talk about, but the ones that producer Paul sent me are all a bunch of nonsense. I do have a bonus segment that I was going to prepare earlier, and I'm trying to do right now while I'm talking. But how about this?
Ooh, here we got a death on this day, 1667. This guy was a lawyer and a historian. He died at 48. 1667. His first name is my middle name, and his last name is what you use to stand up.
Tyler Legs.
Paul Foot. Rest in peace, Paul Foot.
Rip Paul Foot.
All right, I have a little off the cuff segment. This is a chance. This is a redemption round. I don't have it all put together right now, but as I say, we're learning as we go. Listeners, you're learning how to listen as we go as well. Jebidiah, you ever been to Marquette, Michigan?
Yes, I have.
Oh, that's great news. It's a great place to go in the summer. Anyone that's not from Marquette, you're going to want to go there. You're going to want to do some tourism. Jebidiah, what's fun to do this summer in Marquette?
You can walk around. You can go around. There's plenty of absolutely beautiful trails up in the woods.
Yep.
And a lot of things you can buy on the streets.
Yeah.
Spend money here.
I can almost smell the street vendors from here.
But so that's all like the touristy stuff, but if you want to know like what it's really like here, I would recommend going down to Bums Beach and just hanging out, meeting some cool people.
Yeah, drop your shorts and see what's going on. I understand that.
I heard there's a lot of pooping going on down at Bums Beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Confirmed.
And this is just a preamble for the segment that I have, but I do want to say to all of you and to all the listeners in the Marquette area, keep your eyes peeled for people that are going to be walking around and dropping their pants and going number 2, because I'm going to be in Marquette, Michigan, August the 2nd through the 16th. I'm going to be around, folks. I'm going to be there. I'm coming back. I don't have a lot of money, so I'm going to be walking around. Jaki said she's going to take me bowling and pay for the whole thing. But until then, what I want to do is a little segment that I'm trying out called Guess Which Marquette Restaurant This Is, based on the Yelp review.
Oh, that's
good. Oh, I like this.
Yeah. So like I say, I tried to go through some earlier, and I thought, this is taking too long. But now I'm just going to start going through it while we're recording and see how that goes.
Yeah.
So,
live.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. This was published in January of 2019. This place is still around. This was written by Tyler F., and this is 1 star. The review says, there is a curly-headed kid that works there. He kicked me out for stumbling when I hadn't had a drink, then presumed to tell me that he was going to beat my ass because I only ate bags of chips. Funny thing is, I'm a 3-time Gold Glover. I'd have knocked his ass into next week, but I have more respect for blank than that. Make your guys right, or I won't go in and spend my $500 or $600 a week, or keep the douche kid away from me thinking he's all tough for no reason. Jebidiah, what is this business?
That's some Remy's bullshit. You can tell it's a drinking sort of place that has bar food.
Right.
Flanagan's would be my second guess. It's one of the really greasy bars.
It's actually a little bit classier than that. It's around the corner from Remy's, and I'm saying classy with big finger quotes. I mean, it's less dirty.
I thought Remy's too immediately.
For sure. Especially the bags of chips part.
Yeah.
Eating chips. You can eat chips anywhere.
Sometimes you could just find stuff that's like poetry on here, like presumed to tell me he was going to beat my ass because I only ate bags of chips.
Hey, I want to beat your ass because you only eat bags of chips.
It's around the corner from Remy's Historic Tavern. It's kind of newer in my mind.
Oh, I think it might be the 906.
And the 906 bar. Yep.
Nice.
There we go.
Formerly the Blue Lounge. If anyone
Spending $600 in there a week.
That's crazy.
It's a funny amount, like a number to brag about. It's not small by any means.
Yeah, that's like...
It's pretty average, I think.
People say humble brag, where you're trying to brag, but this is like the reverse of that, where you're bragging, but it's like...
I spend $600 a week at a bar.
On chips.
Yeah, on just chips. Loading up on chips. I buy $600 of chips a week from this place. Fuck you.
Chips are awesome.
You got this curly-headed douche. I don't even drink. I go in there and stumble around eating my chips.
You know the rules, buddy. This is a bar. You can't just be eating bag upon bag of chip in here.
Something, a treasured memory I have of Remy's is, listeners, if you've been to Remy's, there's a meathead owner named Russ. He's a local legend. And he'll upsell you on anything, this, that, the other. You try to order a normal drink, he's like, I tell you what, you get that 64-ounce bucket with a bunch of Kool-Aid. It's the same drink, but it could cost you 5 cents. But he has like frozen pizzas that he'll cook for you in the back, And there was actually, this story's kind of boring. I'll keep going. I was in there a while ago, and there was some guy who was at the bar by himself. He was saying he was visiting. He was in town on business and asking where you could get food, and a bunch of, it was kind of late. A lot of places are closed, but Russ was like, but I can make you frozen pizza, blah, blah, blah. And the guy was like, nah, it's all right. And then as I was leaving, like 20 minutes later, I saw the guy had a whole Jack's pizza in front of him. He's not taking no for an answer.
Nope.
All right.
That's the perception I had of that place to a T.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you haven't been in there yet. I'm going to come back for your 21st birthday, Jebidiah. I'm going to take you out. Just you and me.
Take me to all the good spots, all the dope spots.
Oh,
there are none.
The
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
Go there for a UFC fight. I'll take you there.
I love that.
I don't drink, though, so we'll be eating some chicken.
We can just eat chicken. Maybe chips. They have tortilla chips.
They probably got a few different kinds of chips. I wonder.
Western glazed.
Western glazed.
The fuck kind of chips are you buying, dude?
I gotta beat your ass for eating those chips.
You eating chips like that in here?
Michael N., Harvey, Michigan, July of 2020. Kind of a hard time to go out for some food. He says, I've never, ever called in an order here and not been asked if I minded being put on hold. Once in a while? Fine. Every time? What kind of business model is that?
They suck.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's right.
They definitely...
Sorry? Who's putting you on hold when you try to order some food? Who's doing that?
Van Goghs did it to me today.
Fuck them. It was them.
Who'd you say?
Van Goghs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so close with the sounds of the letters, but it's actually Togos. Ooh,
I knew it was Togos.
I knew it
was Togos.
And I
was
like that this person thinks their business model is to put people on hold. That's how we make our money. Keep them on the phone.
I left last time I went to Togos because I was just standing there. No one said anything, so I left.
And here we have a 1-star review. This was posted in March of 2023. Pretty recent, in my opinion. This was written by Bry P. from Marquette, Michigan. So what is this guy talking about when he says, if you want to overpay by $30 for if you want to overpay by $30 for store-bought Stouffer's Alfredo and store pasta, then this is the spot for you.
It's like it's probably whatever Aubrey's is now. Third Coast.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
God. It's more classic than that. It's more classic. This is a place you can take your grandmother and your grandfather, and they're gonna be very happy that you took them there.
What's that really? The Villa. Oh, no, it's Casa. Yeah.
Yep, it's the Casa. Okay. It's the Casa. The Villa's evil twin. What was I going to say? Oh, so the Aubrey's is called Third Coast now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to grab, I don't know anything about the quality of their product, but I want to grab every Marquette business owner by the collar and say, you don't have to name your restaurant after a geographic reference to the area.
Yeah.
Black Rocks, Orodoc, Third Coast, Superior this, Superior that, Queen City this. Fucking get creative, people.
It actually gets confusing for tourists because they're like, you should go to Black Rocks. And then they go to the Rock. And they're like, where's the...
Or you got people jumping off the roof of Black Rocks. I don't know what's going on. Wow. Where's the chicken? There was so much sauce, it was hard to find the boneless chicken. So I tried removing the chicken from the deep fried coating, and let's just say they are not boneless wings, but small chicken chunks. Had not been to a blank for years. Now I remember why.
Are we only doing like local?
It's in Marquette, but it's not. Yeah.
Dubs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings. These are not boneless wings. They're just chicken chunks.
Honestly, I agree. I got some bad chunks there once. Stick with the bone in.
Okay, this was written by Tucker K. Maybe Tucker Carlson from Traverse City, Michigan. Attempted to have dinner here while in the area on vacation and was refused service, and my friend's ID was confiscated. Upon dealing with local law enforcement, the server, Jed, returned the ID with a great deal of damage done to it. The attitude and behavior of this server was absolutely unacceptable, that of a toddler throwing a tantrum when he did not get his way.
Jed. Poor Jed. I don't know.
Trick question. That was also Buffalo Wild Wings. So Jed, if you're still working at B-Dubs, cut the shit. Quit fucking up people's IDs. That's all I can say.
Did they like scribble on it with crayons or something?
Invalid.
Look at me. I do not have a big curly mustache. Now look at this picture. That's cool that local law enforcement had to get involved. They had to get a cop down to Buffalo Wild Wings. Come on now. I'd call the police on Buffalo Wild Wings.
This chicken sucks.
All right. Well, I can stop. I can't just scroll through Yelp reviews all day. Well, actually, I can. I can.
You need to stop.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Paul?
Yeah. What else is up, dude?
What is going on?
Not too long ago I started a record label and I'm making cassettes for people. Pretty dope.
What's the name?
Flower Pony Records, and that's kind of you guys. I know your guys' fixation with horses.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just making these for people, selling them, trying to just do stuff around here, seeing if that's even a viable thing, because it definitely might not be.
No, it is.
Time and dedication into it, and hopefully it can pan out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sometimes you can live a life
Happy to hear it.
devoting the most time and energy to the least viable things in your life, and you can be like me.
Still be happy.
Exactly. And I don't want to announce it because it's not official yet, but maybe Flower Pony Records will consider releasing this episode of the podcast on limited edition cassette.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
I'll do it.
And then leave copies at all the places where we read the Yelp reviews.
Jebidiah, did you watch the hearing on the space aliens today?
I've seen stuff going on. I'm a firm believer, so maybe I should check it out, see if space aliens are...
They're out there, man.
if Judge says they're real.
They had one in the room with them. They brought him in and they asked him questions. And
Like, are you
pretty
real?
much what you'd expect. You know, he went up there and said his piece. And
What did he sound like? Paul? What did the alien? Do you have any audio of that? I'd love to hear what the alien had to say. Could you pull that up?
yeah, he got up and right as he went to speak, it sounded like. And AOC stood up and she's like, "What's this guy, Australian? Get him out of here." It was crazy.
I do kind of want to know what happened with this aliens hearing today, but it seems too boring for me to learn about. You know what I'm saying?
There's no new information.
They got ETs?
Is that them? Here they come. Do you hear that?
I do.
Wait a minute.
I'm scared.
I'm scared too. I think I hear something else coming as well. Uh-oh. They're gonna beam me up. They're singing in their interstellar language. I don't know what's happening. I think one of them's at my door.
That was sick.
Wow.
Those
Dang.
aliens.
It was good jamming with you guys. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
fun. I feel like we just had an encounter.
That's what it was.
All right.
Well, we can let you carry on with your day. I'll see you at Buffalo Wild Wings for the next UFC fight next weekend.
I'm getting out of here. Bill, I hope they win. Bye, guys. I
Thank
really appreciate you having me on.
Yes.
Bye. Good to see you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
And you can find us on the next episode of Downey's Cars featuring Robert Downey Jr.
Ford, Chevrolet.
Hey, we'll see you on the mark. This is the new theme song of Marquette, Michigan. Roundabout.
Plymouth, Dodge, DeLorean, Lamborghini,
We've got them all here on Downey's
Ferrari.
Daihatsu.
Wow.
I watched the first episode of that, and they're like, he does
Wow.
this thing, whatever. He comes and has like a monologue. Growing up, there were cars everywhere. Now there are over millions of different kinds of cars, and we're gonna drive every one of them. First car I want to show you guys today, and then he opens up. They do like a cool edit, and the garage door opens up, and it's one of those little Shriner cars. And you see him put on his little.
See, I haven't learned the garage door cut yet. I haven't learned how to do that yet.
Yeah, you learn that later on in the process. Sure. That's more of a sag effect.
Yeah.
But then he puts that little hat on and he gets in the car and he's just kind of drives.
Doesn't he have like a sidekick though, like T-Bone or something?
No, it's just him.
Oh, okay.
There's no one else on the show. Okay. He doesn't interact with anyone.
Sounds scary. It's tense.
Yeah.
Your RDJ is pretty good, actually. You do a pretty good Downey J. I do a good impression of him as Charlie Chaplin, but it's not going to come across in the podcast because it's completely silent.
I see. I don't remember. Maybe HBO.
Robert Downey Jr. as Charlie Chaplin. Thank you.
had the Chaplin movie on there, and part of me maybe
Check
thought
it
about
out. I've
watching
seen
a
it. There's a
little bit.
couple of historical inaccuracies in there, but that's okay.
Like what, the Marx Brothers film Talkies?
We gotta end this. Folks, if you love the Happy Birthday podcast, you want to keep listening and hear us keep talking when we're kind of getting tired of talking, there's a whole series of extra episodes over at patreon.com/HBDPOD. How do you spell that? I just did, Jackie. My God. And if you want to
George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison,
Zachary Taylor, John Tyler, Zachary Taylor, Franklin Pierce, Stephen Tyler, Bobo Jenkins. And what do you call that when there's, because you had James Madison and James Monroe, two presidents with the first name.
Jonathan Tyler,
There's
Zachary
a bunch of 65-year-old men in here that reek of booze. Crack a window. I gotta kick your ass eating all those chips. Marco Boogers.
I hope you are boned up on jazz, blues, and clowns.
Good night.
And where can the listeners find us, Jackie?
The listeners can find us at the following hashtags: JGF Gang, HBD, POD, POD, HBD. You can find us at hashtag Vangos, hashtag Boycott Vangos. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on Twitter, X. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us in Marquette, Michigan next week. We're going to be doing a live episode from the Batcave. You can find us on Spotify.
Fucking Fat Cave.
You can find us on the Fat Cave. You can find us on Podcast Addict.
Bruh.
You can find us on...
Why are you running?
You can find us on... 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 And Patreon.